So I'm here with BTCC legend Jason Plato.
I'm going to have to give you some money for that, that's great.
So Jason, you've just done qualifying, you qualified P1, and bearing in mind how close the grid was, you must be very happy with that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, there wasn't anything left in the tank, nothing left on the table. That was, you know, 100%. We managed to get pretty much everything out of the car. I mean, you know, I did my pole lap in the first run, but in that pole lap I had to get past Gordon Shedden, so you know I had to overtake him going into Luffield. That cost me a little bit of time, maybe it's half a tenth or something like that. So I think I could have done a 58.4. I did a 5, still good enough for pole. But yeah, it really crucial here. You know, for both me and Sam to be right at the sharp end of the grid, because of course, you know, we're leading the Manufacturers' Championship for MG, and that's something we desperately want to win this year. And especially that, you know, we're at a circuit which doesn't suit the Honda. So, yeah, really important to make sure we delivered. You know, we did.
Now, you said about the Manufacturers' Championship, and that's what you're trying to win. You said that that's all you're really now concentrating on, but I think you're still with the overall championship, because last year you were in a similar position. You won 2 races here at Silverstone, and going into the last race you were still in with a chance to win the championship.
I mean, you know, whilst it's mathematically possible, and of course I'll drive accordingly. Yeah, in many ways my job's a bit simpler, because I've just got to win as many races as I can. You know, and if I don't win 2 races tomorrow, then the championship gets even further away. But, you know, I'm also, you know, realistic as well. I've been, I'm experienced. I understand what's possible and what's not, and I understand the strengths of the BMW. And you know, we won't be able to take a lot of points out of Colin. However, you never know what could happen. You know, he might have an engine let go. He might get taken off. I mean, all sorts of things can happen. So never say never until it happens. But you know, my focus really isn't on Colin. My focus is to win races, and anyone that gets him away is the enemy, and whoever that may be. You know, if it's Colin or Sam or whoever is in the way, then you know I need to make sure that I get past it.
Now, I know between this weekend and last time out at Rockingham, you've been to the Goodwood Revival. You've been driving a lot of old classic cars. How do they compare to your current MG?
Yeah, you know, the Goodwood Revival is a... Did you go? Have you been down there? You've got to go, it's brilliant. As an event, it's really special because, you know, everything's period. There's some amazing, and I mean really, truly amazing bits of kit down there. Some fabulous race cars. And, of course, everybody gets dressed up in period clothing. And you know, everybody feels really great about themselves because everyone's made an effort. There's a really nice vibe. There's music everywhere. There's, you know, hundreds of thousands of people there with this heady mix of really amazing cars. So I got to race in, I guess, to the 2 blue ribboned events down there. The TT is the big race. It's a 2-driver 1 hour race with, you know, very serious GT cars. You know, there's 6 Ferrari 250 GTOs there. Probably a combined value of in excess of £100 million. And the list goes on, you know. So that was a 2-driver 1 hour race. I drove a Corvette Stingray, a big block Corvette Stingray with 680 horsepower. Ridiculous thing. Dangerous, crazy, fast, scary, brilliant fun. You know, I've managed to get a picture. One of my pals was in a D-type Jaguar, and he had a GoPro cam in there. And out of St Mary's, which is a 3rd gear corner, just before I pulled 4th gear, will be about, say, 110 miles an hour. I was in front of him, and he got a still off this movie camera. And as I pulled 4th gear, you can see 2 black lines on the ground and some smoke off my rear wheels. But I'm doing 100 miles an hour. So these things are extraordinary to drive. And then the other race is called the St Mary's Trophy, which is a 2-driver race, but it's a 2-part race. So they have a professional driver does race 1, and then the next day then they have the car owner, or often a celebrity driver, does race 2, and the 2 times are combined. And this is for really old little saloon cars, and I was in a Ford Prefect. oh, probably 10 years older than I am. And they're not very fast, but they're brilliant fun. And the racing was just brilliant. So, yeah, I was down there, scored 28 not out in the cricket match on the Thursday. It's just a wonderful, wonderful, brilliant event. And you get to drive it, fabulous old cars on a really fantastic old track.
And finally, looking forward to tomorrow's races. You've got a great record round here. 2012, you won 2 races round here. 2013, you've run 2 races round here. Does it look good for tomorrow?
I think it's going to be more difficult to win 2 tomorrow. It's a bit more competitive at the sharp end now. There's more cars at the sharp end who are very close in lap time. But, like I said at the beginning, that's all I'm interested in. I want to win races tomorrow. I'm not interested in seconds or thirds, because that's not good enough. So, yeah, my tail's in the air. People best stay out of my way.
Okay, thank you very much for your time, Jason, and very good luck for the races tomorrow.
You're welcome.